pitchers, what we're going to do now is we're going to go transfer to launch with the lead leg. So, our lead leg is going to be our push foot. So what we're going to do right here is I want you, when you're in this position, to feel the pressure on the outside on your big toe and really on that ball of your foot, okay? So it's really on that outside and your big toe. Outside on your big toe, almost like you're kind of bowing those knees out. I want you to feel the ground, okay? I also, when you set up, want your heels. See if you can see I'm trying to see my heels. Can't really see them, but you want your heels to be off of the ground at the same level. So meaning, I don't want this heel down and this heel way up. What we want to start is on the outside of our feet, toes hitting the ground, your heels are barely off the ground at the same level. Okay, so they're both going to be about that far off the ground, your heels. Okay, and what you're going to do is when you go right here, I want you to really incorporate those hips. Okay, boom, hips. I want you to stay there. Your feet are going to stay grounded, and you're going to drive those hips forward. So if you ever hear me talk right here, so I'm in a good position, outside of my feet are down, my hips are flexed. Okay, so a big thing that we want to do is unflex. Okay, when we go flex, extension, flex, extension, flex, extension. So that's what I want you to feel. One thing I want you to make sure of is that you feel the pressure against the ground with your feet and the outside of your foot. I want you to really maintain your ankle stiffness right here, and I want you to maintain the angle in your knee. Boom, right there. Okay, so what this is going to look like with the transfer of the lead leg's going to be forward, and all you're going to do is 1, try to maintain the angle, 2, push against that ground, and then you're going to, boom, go out hard. Alright, so you're going to do 2 transfers to out, 2 transfers to an out. Really put pressure in the ground on the outside of those feet. I've got about that much under. Maintain that angle as you extend through your hip. Don't stand up. Flex. Notice that my knees are what? Moving forward. So my hips and the stiffness in my ankle is going to generate that power out. Alright, so you're going to go 2 extensions to a stride. Really focus on the details. What does it feel like to stay in this angle with the knees and thrust that hip out? Thrust it out. So you're going to go 2 thrust to a pitch. Alright, same type of deal. We're going to go our opposite leg now. So our stride leg we're now going to work on. So remember, we still want ground force on our stride leg. So what I want us to do is we're going to get kind of where all of our weight's on our opposite foot, right? A little bit of space under. Remember that the outside part of the foot is where you're really going to put pressure on the ground, right? So what we're going to do here, outside part, all I want you to do is keep this angle right here and push. Okay, keep it and push. Hold. Feel the pressure on the ground. Push. So those hips are going to drive that knee forward. Okay, so the first progression is your push foot's forward. Same deal. 2 extensions to a stride. 2 extensions to a stride. Making sure we keep that angle. And the next one, you're going to go stride leg forward and do the same type of progression.